record everything I say. So if you'll notice, it's on the syllabus, it's on the homework sheet, but I've also put it right there in the very first module. That's when our final exam is happening. Just to remind you guys, more people coming in. I'll say this again later. The final exam is going to be it's going to be televised. What do I mean by that? You're going to turn your cameras on. Yes. So I can watch you. Weird. But it's just the way it is. Yes, I'm going to hopefully get that done. It'll definitely be done before Monday. But we'll see exactly when I get it done this weekend or maybe before. I'm not going to. The only thing I'll say is it'll be done before Monday. And I think that was sent to everybody. You're welcome. Now, of course, you can always ask questions from the practice final. We can talk about them however you want to work things. Okay, so a few more people just joined. So once again, oh, there's somebody else. All right. There is the practice final. And I've also got the day and time of our final. We do not have normal class on Wednesday. We have final exam. On Monday or before Monday, I'll let you know what office hours. I'm going to have office hours for at least an hour before this, right? Sort of like normal. So I got to work out my schedule for next week because, you know, all of my classes are changed also. Our final exam times are a little bit off. Okay. Let me think. Is there anything else I wanted to say about that? All your cameras will be on for taking the final exam. Thankfully, it's been made very clear to us that that is completely fine. That is not an invasion of privacy. It's completely fine. But please let me know if you have any issues with that. Any questions? Any questions from homework or questions about stuff in general? No. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
How many problems or like questions are going to be on?
All right, you cut out there at the end, but I'm guessing you're saying you're totally cut out. I don't hear you at all now. How many questions on the final? That would make sense. Normally about like 25 total, and I'm counting A, B, C, D because I always hate it when a professor says there's only 5 questions, but they're all A through J. It's like, dude, that's not 5. Oh, wait a minute. Let me catch up to these. All right, so for section 12.5, 72. Oh, yeah, all right. So let's talk about that crazy ass problem. I think that I was hoping that maybe this problem would work. And I see the other question too. Let me just take these one at a time here. This problem here, right? And the really evil thing is this is supposed to be L2 and this is supposed to be L1. And how in the hell would you know that? Well, they tell you that in the very first thing. They tell you that in the very first thing. And it would still work, but it just seems to have really screwed some of you guys up with your answers, understandably, especially with stuff about slope, because your line is kind of like backwards. So just, you know, you're going to have to do it again. Put this into L1 and this into L2. Remember, what's independent variable mean? It means X. What's dependent variable mean? It means Y. So this story should be L1. Height should be L2. Is that all right? It would still work. It's just a lot more difficult than it has to be. And it kind of messed some of you guys up. So, all right. so what's the next question here? Oops. Wait a minute. There's another question before that. Wait, we put it into, right, not the equation they give. Yeah, again, this is still, I really want you guys to understand this. That is mx plus b. That is mx plus b. They just made MB and they made BA. Who cares, right? It's the slope has to be in front of the X and the y-intercept has to be by itself. So I have no idea why they like to write it like this, but you know, this is a little free book. It feels like it could do whatever it wants to, but we just kind of pat it on the head and say, okay, book. All right. Oh, so I've done practice quizzes in here, right? Haven't I? And I make videos of the solutions. You can do them. You can not do them. It's totally up to you. It's not an assignment. Since I'm going to post the solutions video, I don't want you to turn it in. Is that cool? Is that understood? It's just totally for you. You can just kind of look at it and go, oh, okay, and then throw it away. I don't care. Or, you know, never print it out in the first place, so you don't even have that. How's everybody else? You guys all right? All right, Alexis is giving me a, I'm okay. All right. That means something different in South America, which I found out. I made that symbol to my girlfriend's grandfather, and I found out later that I insulted him. So that was fantastic. Always fun times. Okay, that's enough of that. So no questions on any homework or anything? You guys are doing fantastic on the homework? No questions related to the quiz that's happening today? You guys remember there's a quiz today?
Are you gonna give us till tomorrow to finish it, like all the other quizzes?
I'm actually giving you till Friday. I figure, what the shit, why not? I give you till Friday morning. Some of you crazy people like to do the quizzes at 2 in the morning. I have no idea. But I understand some of you guys might be coming home at that time or something. I don't know. What about chapter 12?
The quiz is on chapter 12 or chapter 11?
Chapter 12.
Okay.
Yeah, chapter 11 we just finished, so I'm not going to give you a quiz on that. Chapter 12, we haven't had a quiz on it yet. However you guys scan your homework to turn in, unless you use like a scanner, I don't know if any of you guys have like an actual physical scanner. You have to have some way to take a picture of your calculator screen. That's what you're going to turn in for when I ask for the scatter plot and the line of best fit on your calculator. That's how you do it. Obviously, if you only have a scanner and you don't have any way to take any picture or anything, I don't know. You have to have some way to take a picture, right? I'm hoping. And if you don't, just let me know. I understand. Okay. Anything else, guys? You guys remember we do have class on Monday. Monday's the last day of all your classes. Tuesday is when the final exam schedule starts. All right.
Just wait, do you want like just a normal picture, like a PNG, or do you still want it to be like Adobe scan for the picture of the calculator?
Oh, whatever works. Yeah. Whatever works. And normally if you have an app that you use to scan your homework, it should work for your calculator screen also. Your calculator is on my phone. It's an app I paid for. Do I just take a screenshot of the plot? Technically, I don't want you using phones on quizzes or tests because there's too many lifelines. So on the final exam, I don't want you messing with your phone. Does that make sense? Unless your phone is your camera, which is actually fantastic because then you can't use it to look up other stuff. But at the end, when you're all done with your final, if your phone is the only, obviously you can use your phone to take pictures of things. So that's fine. We can work with that. Yeah. Let me know if you have no other way to do it. Anything else? You guys all right out there? What's going on? I keep asking that because I see 3 of you now. So I have no idea what your facial expression is now. It's probably something like, just make it stop, man. I understand.
I have a quick question about the corrections to our homework. I know you had mentioned it a couple classes ago about how it's not really mandatory at this point, right? Unless you want to get, unless we want you to like take a look at it or whatever.
Oh, all right. So when I grade your final, if there's a chance that homework corrections would push you, change your grade, then I'll go to start to take a look at a sample of your homework corrections. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a certain section that we just wanted you to take a look at.
Then you could let me know. Then you
Okay,
could
cool.
email me or something. Yeah,
Okay, thanks.
sure. There's no way in hell I have time to look through all of them. Hopefully, even if you don't understand that, that's just the way it is. Sorry?
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say, like, just to clarify, like, for example, if you're like a 79 and if you without homework corrections, but if you do homework corrections and it'll bring you to like an
A B
80.
minus? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about, right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, got it.
Coolness. Are you constructing scatter plots? Not by hand. On the okay, so you guys are, so not by hand. We're going to go ahead. I know there was that one section 12.2, you had to do 2 scatter plots by hand. Oh, I'm so sorry. But on the quiz and on the final, you're just going to be having the calculator put it together. Yeah. You're good. I understand what you meant. Everybody else okay? I see people on Rhiannon. Are you okay?
Yeah, can you just, so you want us for the final, you want us to take a picture of our calculator, but you don't want us to use our phone.
No. Like I said, you can use your phone to take pictures. Somebody was saying that their calculator is on their phone, and I don't like that. You can't use your phone throughout the time of the test. Does that make sense?
Gotcha. So at the end, you'll take a picture.
You can totally take pictures because everybody's camera is their phone. So what can I do about that? I mean, that's at that point, if somehow you are sneakily searching while taking photos and somehow getting, I'm like, yeah, shit, I'm not even mad. I'm impressed, just to steal a line from Ron Burgundy. I'm not to be angry. I'm just depressed. All right. You know I don't speak Spanish. Sorry. It's one of my favorite movies. Okay, I got another question. I'm confused on how to do number 73. I'm assuming you mean, actually, I don't know what you mean. Which question, which section are we talking about? Oh, chapter 11. What chapter am I on? 12. Okay, so let's see. Chapter 11, 73. All right. I like it. So this one's a little bit confusing. Can somebody tell me what the observed would be for this problem? I don't know if you've seen this problem yet. This is obviously where the expected goes.
The observed would be the frequency.
Yeah, this one down here. In fact, do you guys remember? That's what frequency means. How frequently something was observed to occur. So this is just, these are the observed. So they put 2 tables. When you start to do your work, you're going to put it together into 1 table, aren't you? Just like we did on the handout, just like we did. How do I calculate the expected frequencies?
N times the percent.
Yeah, you know, there's 400 young men, and I can just take this percentage of those young men and put them in there. Bam, 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 bam. Is that all right? Does that help? Okay, okay. That was a little bit weird. I agree. But again, we're all concerned. I think the people that made this book, most of them, math is their first language and English is their second. You're welcome. So they do have some trouble with making things make sense. Okay, all right. I'm sure you guys are all like, what the hell's happening today in class? Well, this is happening right now. So my first concern was addressing homework problems, primarily about the quiz material, but we can talk about whatever. And then I wanted to get into the start a practice final to look at to start doing a final exam review. I decided here, let me show you this. I decided to make section 11.6 dun 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 extra credit. And just to show you real quick what 11.6 is, it uses this formula and it's hypothesis testing for standard deviations. So real quick, it's extra credit, so you can just deal with me talking about it for 1 minute. This would be like our Z star formula. So we would take a sample and get a standard deviation. There would be a claim. That's where this would come from. And we would calculate a chi-square star. And then depending on which tail it is, I would find the chi-square from the table and then just see, did I make it far enough away? Do you guys kind of follow? I mean, you don't have to do it unless you want to do the extra credit. It's going to have the same 5 steps. I don't know if they show the 5 steps here. I don't care. So you guys can do that section if you want to or not. It's completely up to you. That's all I wanted to say. It was even less than a minute. So there you go. So that is extra credit. That's section 11.6. So I really just want to focus on homework questions. Are there examples in the book? I'm sure there are. Yes, there are several examples in here. Yes, there are many examples in here. So you have plenty to go on. And then you can always ask me questions too. It's crazy. All right. If there are no questions, I'm just going to pull up the practice final and start looking at it. You're not used to this, are you? You're kind of in control of this class right now. If anybody has questions.
Just wait, can we go over, I think it was 11.1, 3, but part 2. So like if the degrees of freedom equals 15, what does that mean?
All right, so this is where reading the section comes in. So did you get the first part?
Yeah, so it'd be normal.
Okay, I like it. So that's sort of what am I drinking? My God. Damn, that's strong. It's sort of like n greater than 30, but for chi-square stuff. So degrees of freedom greater than 90 means that the distribution is roughly normal. So if it's only 15, then it's the same as it always is. What's a chi-square normally look like? What's a chi-square? Good Lord. What's a chi-square distribution normally look like?
A skewed right distribution.
Skewed right, also known affectionately as the Jabba the Hutt distribution, right? I kind of wish somebody would have said that. It looks like Jabba, Jeff, just to make you feel good about your joke, buddy. All right. So yeah, the other, so greater than 90, it's going to look roughly normal. But between 90 and 2, it looks skewed right. And if you have a degree of freedom of 2, just to give away this guy, that's where things really look weird. If you only have a sample size of 3, then you should expect your distribution to look kind of weird. Yes, you are. Somebody just asked me a question. You totally are. Isn't that what I did on the handout? On the handout for chi-square, Didn't I go straight to O minus E squared for goodness of fit? I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, yes, you can. You can do that. All right. Anything else, guys? This is time that I'm trying to let you use productively. Okay, so let's take a look at the, oh shit, here's chat. Do we have to write a conclusion? Yeah, sort of. I thought I showed you a couple examples. So for chapter 11, when you get to the results, you can say, we have found evidence that this does not follow the expected pattern, or we have not found evidence that this does not follow the expected pattern. You guys with me? It doesn't have to be as formal as the hypothesis test. Oh, interesting. Somebody wants me to do the homework for them. Okay, let me see. $73 and 11.2. Oh, this guy. Sure. Why not? Let me, yeah, why not? Go away. I don't want you. Go away. All right. Can you guys just take a minute? Let's just get a problem done. Why not? I don't see any problem with that. Oh my God, if I could just get my screen to, all right, that's not bad. So guys, take a minute. Go ahead. If you've done this homework already, just sit there and, you know, stare at your favorite wall or whatever. If you haven't, let's get some of this done. Oh shit, I got to plug you in.
Bluetooth mode.
I know.
Bluetooth connected.
I got you. Somebody say something real quick.
La la la.
Oh, that's perfect. That's so funny. That's exactly what I was thinking in my head. That's so weird. All right. What goes here? And the reason I'm breaking this, I'm going to put the observed down here also, and then I can do my observed minus expected squared. I'm going to try to do all this shit up here. So I'm going to put this down here while I'm waiting. Oh, I got somebody chatting at me. Wow, that's a lot. No. So it'll be 0.313 times 400. So I think maybe you just left off your, I think it's, what, let me see this question.
125.
100,
125.
yeah. There you go, 125.2. Is everybody cool with where that came from? There are 400 total, and I expect 31.3% of them to have never been married. I'm not sure how else to say that. There are 400 total, right? Everybody with me there? Oh, okay, good. So it's nothing too freaky. So just keep going. So now do 56.1% of 400. You could do that, Jeff. Come on. 224.4. Is that right? Yay, Jeff. And then 2.5% of 400. That's 10. That's right. 10.1% of 400 is 40.4. Ha 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 ha! I beat you to it. Ha. Sorry, I'm a math bully. That's what I am. Just deal with it. And then the observed, they tell you the observed. So let me just move this shit up here. So just looking at this, it looks like there are less divorced, less widowed, but more married and more never married. That's neat. So the sample does not perfectly follow the expectation, but I don't think any sample would, right? No sample is gonna be a perfect representation. So that's why it's gotta overdo it. It's gotta get past a certain amount. So now, I don't know. I'm gonna do this in my calculator completely because I want to. All right, let's get tripedelic here. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Oh, well. You guys okay out there? Are you guys still working? I see you out there doing your stuff. Yes, I agree with you. And then I divide this by the expected. Let me know if I'm getting numbers and you don't know where they're coming from. Woohoo! Bum, 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 bum. Woohoo! All right. Is everybody understanding where all those numbers are coming from?
Yes.
Your spokesperson has spoken. So then my oh shit, I got a chat, hold on. How did you get the last ones? Okay, so all I did, let me rewrite this equation better. I know that my chi-square is the sum of observed minus expected squared divided by expected. So it's kind of like a relative difference between observed and expected. So this is gonna, before I can add them up, I gotta have a whole bunch of these. So all I do is I take this column divided by this column. Do you guys see that? Observed minus expected squared divided by expected. That's how I got these numbers here. So now to get my chi-square, which is sort of like my z star, right? This is my sample. We haven't looked up the critical region yet. You guys with me? I haven't looked up on the chi-square chart yet. I haven't seen that yet. But what do you get when you add up that column there? I don't know, Jeff. Let's see. Is it there? Maybe. Does that look right? 17. I get 19.27. Is that right? Is Hiroshi coming in here? I'm sore. I have no idea. What? 19. That's all right. I like that. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm sore from sitting on my ass all day too. Let's see, 19.27. So that looks pretty good. That looks pretty large. What's oh, yeah, I like it. 19.275. Yep, you got it. Now, so that is sort of like Z star. That's the calculated score. Now I got to look up. Let me put over, I'm going to put over here. Weehaw! I'm going to put over here my little Java. Oh. And you guys are going to help me. What is alpha since it doesn't say?
0.05.
0.05. What's my degrees of freedom?
3.
3, 11, right? 4 categories. So categories minus 1. And we spell categories with K. Every category begins with K. All right. Sorry. So if you look at your chi-square chart, which I don't think I currently can do, I have too much shit open here. I don't even know how I would go about doing that. Here we go. Ah, shit, Jeff, you went too far. Blah, 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 blah. Is anybody else looking this up? You guys can, somebody's chatting at me. Hold on. There's the chi-square chart. Somebody's gotten 7.815. Let's see. 0.05.
That's what I got too.
Degrees of freedom is 3. 7. I like it. 7.815. You guys got to speak up if any of us is leaving you behind. So did we make it far enough away to show evidence? Because 0 would mean is exactly the same. Or, you know, not evidence that it's different. That would be a complete lack of evidence that it's different. Have we found evidence? Well, where did we get? 19.2 freaking 7. We're like here. I think we're far enough away, huh? No? You guys with me?
Yes.
So I had to, so this is like the critical score. This is like the rejection region. And we are deep in it. This would mean there's no evidence that they're different. Not enough evidence they're different. We have definitely found evidence that they don't follow the expected pattern. We are interested in whether this age group of males fits the distribution of the US adult population. We have found evidence that they don't. You guys with me on that? 0 is on every graph. That is correct. Every chi-square starts at 0 because that's the smallest that a standard deviation could be. I like it. And that, of course, is also the smallest that the difference between two things could be, really, right? How different are they? Well, if they're exactly the same, then that means there's 0 difference. So you start at no difference and you go up from there. You guys, that's another way to look at why it makes sense that it starts at 0. How's that, guys? You guys, does that help? I mean, obviously that helps a lot because we just did one of your homework problems. So, you know, you should be like cheering. Oh, okay. So again, if I got in here, right? 0 means no difference. So in here means not enough evidence that they're different because even though it's not 0 difference, it's not enough evidence. It's not enough difference. Out here means you have found evidence that they are different. So look at the way they say this. We are interested in whether this age group of men fits the distribution. Well, what do we say? Do they fit the distribution? No, we have found evidence that they don't fit the distribution. Thank you very much. All right, we'll do that next. Hold on. Is everybody cool with this problem? I've already got a problem, another question. Okay, let me clear this away. This is going to go away now. You ready? It's all going to go away. By the way, real quick, before I go, I made this L1, this L2. This would be L1 minus L2 squared, and this would be L1 minus L blah, blah. I think it's on the handout that we did, right? Didn't I do that for you? Or was I mean? I don't remember. Some days I feel like a meanie. All right, so now I got a question on 77. Oh yeah, I love it. This is perfect. This is the question. All right, so how did we just do this question? How did we figure out these? What did I have to be told? Here they give me the percentages. So can I figure that out just from this? No, what else did I have to know?
Observe.
And yeah, I have to know there's 400. Oh, wait a minute. There's another chat. Everybody's coming at me with ends. Okay. So 77, they give me percentages. That's the actual. This is the observed. The expected, they give me percentages. Do they tell me how many women? Oh, they do tell me how many women. So it's even easier than I was talking to somebody else earlier. They tell you right up here there's 5,000. Damn it. I was hoping they finally gave us one you had to add all these up just to see how many there were, right? You know, this is all, well, no, this is supposedly, all right, I'm sorry, I have to make this joke real quick. The Chronicle of Higher Education, and undecided was 420. Anyway, I'll get over it. So you don't have to add all these up, but if you did add all these up, it should add up to be 5,000, it looks like is what they're saying. There you go, somebody got it. Okay, thank you. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Yeah, it looks like it adds up to 5,000. Okay, I like it. You guys with me? So then how would you figure out the number here? What would go here for the number, the expected number? How would you figure it out? 14% of
5,000.
5,000. Kick ass. I like it. Okay. Anything else, guys? All right, I'm going to slowly pull up the practice final and see if anyone else asks me a question in the meantime. Where are you, practice final? There you are. All right, no more questions are coming in. All right. Practice final. So I'm not sure how you would, my first class, we just sort of started going through this one by one. Oh, let me show you this. Did I put this up here? Hold on, guys. Did I put this up here? Let's see. Dadgummit. I don't think I did. Let me do this for you guys. Let me see. No, I don't think I did. All right, give me just like 27 seconds here. I might need more time. Dadgummit, Jeff. All right, let me see. Where are you? Are you here? Damn it. No. Where are you? You jackass. I will find you. I have a very particular set of skills. All right, stop. There it is. All right. Ha ha. Would anyone, is this what I wanted to do? Did I show you? No, this is not it. Hold up, guys. You're like, whatever, dude. Wasting my time. I'm sorry. I have this cool little handout from last semester that, here it is. All right, let me show you this. I don't know if anybody else would be interested in this, but this is sort of a topic level review sheet. So when I was studying, when young geeky Jeff studied for a test, I would study by idea, right? So, and I got to the point where if you said like binomial distribution, I could tell you what page of the book it was on. Yeah. God, Jeff was a geek, but you know, being that way helps. I'm going to go ahead and post this on Canvas just because. So the way I would do this is I would kind of have something like this and I'd look through and say, do I feel good about this? And if so, I'd put a check mark. If not, I would circle it. And then I can come back and focus on the things that I felt uncomfortable with. Are you guys with me? So if you look through this and you're like, I don't even know what that means. Okay, go to that chapter, right? Look that sucker up. That's an obvious place you need help. Let me see. Hopefully this is for the right book. Yes, it should be. Okay, good. Yes, it is. So for example, probability, how to tell if it's independent, how to tell if it's mutually exclusive. Do you guys remember that? Does that sound vaguely familiar? It could be on the final. Uniform distributions, finding the height, finding areas, blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit. Let me take this off. This is for obviously last semester. Or is it this semester? No, this is for 2 semesters ago. Wow, Jeff. Oh, look at that. Did I give you guys this? Oh, good. All right. I don't feel like such a jackass then. Yeah, that's useful. This obviously is, this was when we were in a place called campus last year. Anyway, see how I'm in like a room? We used to be in rooms with like, their whiteboards were on the wall. It was crazy, kids. It was crazy. Okay, so I'll post that. And then I have this, of course. I think I put this up there already. This I don't think is going to help us out too much, but this was like what we were going to be talking about in each chapter. Okay, so I'll put that up on the thingamajig. There it is. So how do you guys want to do this? You're a little bit in control here, especially if nobody else is talking. Do you want to try some of these out yourself and then I'll come in and we'll do it together? Do you want to get problems out of the book and try them out? Do you want to go over this somehow? I mean, it's really up to you. Do you want to have a very short class? It really, really is up to you guys. I mean, we've been working hard all semester. Do you want to do a couple problems on here now and then do the rest of them on Monday or something?
I want to
So
do a
let's
couple
try
problems on this final exam practice.
Yeah.
I agree. Sounds like it looks like everybody's agreeing with you. What's the opinions again? Well, the opinion right now is that. Let's do that. So do you guys, so like I just said, if you want to maybe like, this is your, anyway, I'm not gonna even tell you what kind of problem this is. Do you want to work on number 1? I'll give you guys a few minutes to work on number 1 and then we'll do it together. Oh, you're fine. I got you. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Go away. See if I can look at my, hold up guys, sorry. Dang it, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. This is up on Canvas too, so why can't I look at my, you little butt face, there it is, okay, let me see. Holy shit, I got a lot of emails. What happened? All right. O'Reilly. To be really honest, I've been using the same practice final for many years. I can't even remember if I actually looked this up at that time or something. It's I have no idea. And this I probably completely made up, but oh. Oh. Yeah, this is just for practice, right? I don't know if you guys have noticed, I do try to give you the link to the data that I use if it is real data. I'm not thinking that, all of you are going to go look at it yourself, but I just want That's what you should always look for. I'm a big proponent of give me the raw data. Damn it. The real raw, Gary. The real raw data. All right, here we go. Too many Jeebus. It's looking terrible, Jeff. All right. Just to catch up to you guys a little bit. No, sorry. That's why it's a good idea to put it in your picture, Jeff. There you go, buddy. By the way, there will be a formula sheet attached to the final exam. All right, I feel like you guys should be close to done with part one. What'd somebody get for this first Z-score here?
0.92.
92, like it. 0.92. So if you look that up, it won't be the answer quite yet, but what do you get when you look that up?
0.8212.
8212?
0.8212.
And so you have to do 1 minus that. So then you finally get, oh shoot, there's no room here. 0.1788. How's that going? Is that all right? What'd somebody get for this z-score for 145 here?
Negative 0.51.
Negative 0.51. And then somebody else. Nick is taking all the awards.
Negative 0.25.
Negative 0.25.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's see if I get the same. Yay. And then, of course, how do you find that area between? What do you have to do? Do I take negative 0.51 and subtract negative 0.25? The correct answer is hell no. Right? What do you subtract? You have to first look up what? What's happening out there? Does anybody remember how to do this?
Areas?
You have to look up the areas first. So if you look up negative 0.25, that area is too big. That goes all the way. I'm going to have to subtract off that area. So I'm left with the area in the middle. So what area do you get for related to below negative 0.25?
0.4013.
0.4013.
Yes.
All right. I don't hear any dissension out there. Does everybody agree?
Yes, that's what I got too.
And then what about negative 0.51? It's the area we're going to take off of that guy.
0.3050.
3050?
3050.
Thank you. Everybody good out there? So then you get 0963 maybe?
Yes, that's what I got.
Yay! All right, so it's been a little while since we did just straight up normal little z-score problems like this. Now, so that means that 9% of people would spend between $145 and $155 a year on the coffees, and it's probably much higher. We'll see. I don't know. You don't think so? Well, I mean, do you not like coffee, Sophia? This is.
I'm just saying I wouldn't spend that much on coffee.
I see, but we're talking about, we're talking about other people. I see people getting like 2-3 coffees a day. I'm like, dude, that's why you're jittery. All right. So this, of course, means 95th percentile. So it's I got to first figure out what the z-score is that has 95% below it. And then I can use my little backward formula here to figure out what the cost of coffee would be related to that. So if you look up 0.95, it's going to be a very familiar z-score.
1.645.
Yeah, buddy. And then I throw in there the mean, and it is positive. So I go up 1.645 standard deviations. All right, does that sound familiar to most of you guys, everybody? Not really, sort of. And then whatever the hell that is, I don't know. I think I got that. Yeah. Choo! Oh, thank you, Frida. Give me a little round of applause. I don't know if that was intentional or not. That's all right. Now, somebody help me out. What's different about number 2? Look at this. Look at this. Isn't this the same question I just asked? Isn't that the same question? Is it? No, it's got a little bar over it. and I took a sample. So what's got to happen?
The standard deviation has to change.
That's correct. So go ahead and finish up these two if you haven't done them yet. Does it help? I think I've tried this before to make this less thick. I don't think it looks very good. Yeah, looks even worse than normal for me, so screw it. Boop. Dadgummit. 5, 6. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be like 5 point something. I don't know. Let's see. I can put it in the calculator, Jeff. That's a good point. There you go. What happens when I get something like this? 5.19. What's that area going to be? Oh, I got chats. Careful. That's the area below.
0.001.
Yeah, okay. So 0.0001 would be what the textbook says, and the textbook's wrong. It's about 0%, but that's all right. If you put 0.001, you're fine. Not the textbook, but the z-score chart, right? We're freaking 5.2 steps above the mean. There is nothing out there. It's not anyway, but the chart says 0.0001. That's fine. If you put that, that's fine. But I really want you to understand how that's not reality. In fact, what would it be, Jeff? Now I'm curious. Do please release me. Let me go. Let's see. There we go. It would be point. You ready? It would be 0.0000001, which for most humans, or so I've been told, is 0. Right? That's just so freaking unlikely. It isn't 0. We understand that. That's why I put a little approximately symbol there, but you know. And then, I don't know, do we really have to do this one? It's the same stupid thing, right? You with me? You would do the exact same work you did here. Instead of 38.5, you would have 6.806, right? You'd find the two z-scores, you get the areas, you subtract the areas. Do you guys understand? It's the same work. Same work, different standard deviation, because I need the one that works for groups of 32. It's going to be on the answer key, so, you know. I'll still post the answer key because I've already made it in previous semesters, so that's easy. Ha ha ha. All right, what if we do 2 and 3, and then we'll call it a day, and we'll pick it back up on Monday. How's that sound? I'm going to make an executive decision and say, that's what we're going to do.
That sounds good.
Thanks, Janek. All right. Perfecto. Okay. I know you didn't say that, but I just want to say it. So number 2 is a very easy probability problem. right? So this should be remarkably quick. All right, 348 on green pieces of paper. 259 written on red pieces of paper. If I take one piece of paper, what's the probability I get a red piece of paper out of the hat? Yeah, it's 3 out of 6 officially, which is 50%. I love it. Right, half the paper is red. Damn it! So that's pretty straightforward. What is the probability get an odd number? Exactly, it's still half. How many odd numbers are there? 1, 2, 3. So it's still 3 out of 6, still 50%. Does that mean that these two have any connection to each other? Nope, doesn't mean shit. They just, oh, sorry. My windows are wide open. I don't know if my neighbor's kids are out there. Mama, what's shit? Dadgummit, Jeff. All right. All right. Is everybody with me on that? Yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. All right. I got to warm it up in here, though, man. It's still cold from this morning. Probability green and even. Here we go, kids. Can somebody tell me what's going to be in the denominator?
2 out of
6.
Yeah, it's still going to be out of 6. I love it because I wasn't given information. The bottom does not change unless you're given information. And like Hiroshi said, I think it was Hiroshi, how many out of those 6 are green and have an even number on them? 2. People make so much more work out of that. Did I have to use a formula? Hell no. Would the formula make it easier? Hell no. The formula would make that so much harder. Why, Jeff? Why? You and your math, you say it's so special? Because formulas have to work for every situation. This situation happens to have an easier way to do it. It's not the formula's fault, right? So lay off. So they got a 1 out of 3 chance. All right. So what about part D? What's going to be on the bottom of it?
3.
Good. Given green paper. So out of those 3, how many have an even number on them?
2.
That's crazy. All right, so now try to do number 2. Part A and B, do those 2. This is related. Do you remember that problem with the haunted house and the Democrats and the independents and the Republicans? Remember that? It's the same kind of problem. When the night has come, the land is dark. Whew. Oh boy. Okay. No, I won't be afraid. Be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Stand by me. Oh, 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 stand by me. Stay. Won't you stand? I have no idea where that song came from. So how do you do this? Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, isn't that like Ghost or something? Am I thinking of the wrong?
No. There's a movie actually called Stand By Me, but it's an old song from way back when. I can't even remember who's the first one to sing. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Is somebody gonna tell me? Oh, okay. All right. Very good point. We are doing this without replacement, right? Yeah, I know they weren't born yet, but I know about like the first black and white movie, and I wasn't born then. I know about stuff before I was born. You never know. Kids could possibly pay attention. All right. Kids these days. So what's probably the first one is red? Obviously.
3 out of 6.
3 out of 6. We already did that. Now, without replacement means I throw that away or I eat it or something. Yummy fiber. The red paper is the best. What's probably the next one's green then? What's the bottom going to be?
5.
Good. And there's still how many pieces of green paper?
3.
3. I like it. So this becomes 30%. Obviously, kids, right? Anyway, right? You get there, Rance. So what about 2 odds? The first one being an odd number, we did that already. Times the next one being an odd number, what would that ratio be? So I pick an odd number and I throw it away.
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. I love it. Oops, I got a chat. You got it. And so that becomes 20%. Neato. All right, so the last one for today. Oh, shit. Do you guys remember all this X, P of X stuff? What do you have to check for this piece?
That P of X adds up to 1.
Good. So the sum of P of X is 1. Don't just put P of X equals 1 because I'll be an asshole and I'll say which one, but you won't even see it because, or maybe you will. Eventually you'll be able to see it. So don't say that. The sum of the probabilities is 1. Is that true? Remember what I might do to you? I might make them add up to be 0.99999. Check, right? It does work. And what else do you have to check?
P of X has to be between 0 and 1.
And they are. Every single P of X is between 0 and 1. Check. It's valid. What's a quick way to do this one?
One minus the probability of 3.
Yeah, be careful now. Be careful. People take the wrong thing. If I said what's probably X greater than 5, you can't do 1 minus the probability of 5. It doesn't work. The reason it works for 3 is because 3 is an extreme. It's on one side or the other. It's an extreme value. So what's not 3 is everything else above 3. That's why that works. But what's not 5 is not everything above 5. It's also everything below 5. Do you guys understand that? So there is a shortcut for this guy. I can just do 1 minus 0.11, get 0.89. Whoop-de-doo. Or you can just add up all these. Woohoo! All right. And now, of course, do you guys remember how to find the mean and standard deviation? Why did I give you these blank boxes here to play with? I really don't know. I don't know. I'm asking you. Do you get to know why I did that? What's the formula for the mean? Do you guys remember? I know you're going to have them, but does anyone remember the formula for the mean? Whoa, hello.
Sum of X, P of X.
I like it, right? EXP for expected value. So I need an X P of X column so I can add them up, right? So I get So if I multiply across, and again, if you want to L1, L2, L1 times L2, and blah, blah, blah. Remember that stuff? I don't know. Is that 0.56? Sounds like it. 0.6, 0.78. What is that one, Jeff? I don't flipping know. 3.5. Okay. Oh, what do you get when you add those up? I don't know. 1.49, 2.27. Is that 2.62? I don't know. I'm probably wrong. It doesn't feel right. No, it's wrong because it's not 0.35, Jeff. It's 3.5. Nobody's going to save me. All right, 1.38, 1.94. Yeah, that's right, 2.27. So then 5.77. Does anybody help me out there?
I got 5.77.
Oh, good. We could both be wrong, but you know, it's nice to be wrong with somebody. And then, I don't know if you guys remember this, and of course, this formula will be on the final, but your variance is the sum of x squared p of x minus the mean squared. I don't know if that sounds at all familiar to anybody. Thank you. You gonna try to do this in your head, Jeff? Apparently you are. Sure, my friend. I don't know if that's right. This looks right. Uh-oh, somebody's chatting. Many chats. Oh, all right. Well, dadgummit, dude. I was trying to do it. All right, all right. That's fine. Nine point 9.92, 10.91, 35.41. Is that right?
35.41.
No way. All right. My mental math game is on fleek. No, shut up, Jeff. All right. Kids don't say that anymore. Okay. So now I can do the formula for the variance, and two big mistakes people make. For some reason, this poor little square dude gets left off all the time. That's not fair. Mean has to be able to get squared too. And then you forget to take a square root because this is just the variance. So this will be 35.41 minus, yeah, do this shit in your head, math boy. I don't want to. Oh, thank God. Somebody's going to save me. Wait, is that what you get after you square root?
That's what I got for the variance.
Oh, okay. Thank you. 2.117. And so the variance will be the square root of all that. I get 1.455. There's the mean. There's the variance.
I have a question. So at the end of the problem here, you're square rooting the standard deviation to get rid of the
No. Square rooting the variance.
yes.
Yeah. So then we're left with the standard deviation. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you.
Sigma squared is the standard deviation squared, but it's officially called the variance. So, you know, it's semantics at that point. But you have to square root that at the end to get the standard deviation. Does part D sound familiar? Do you remember doing that before? We've done those kind of problems in a few different ways. Ooh, chow. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Sure, Jeff. Right, remember doing this? You put the mean in the middle. You put the mean in the middle. And then you go down one. Oh, what's that going to be, boy? 4.245? Is that right? I think so. Doesn't really matter. And then you go up one step, so down one step, and you go up one step. And that's going to be 7.225, I think. Is that right? Oh, sweet. Oh, was I really off that much? Oh, yeah, you're right. What was I thinking about? I think I'm overtaxing my brain. Shit. So 4.315. All right. So what numbers did I catch? Did I catch, looking at my data, did I catch the threes in here? Nope. Threes down here. Did I catch the fours?
No.
Nope. Fours below that, right? You guys are with me? It's nothing that crazy. Thank you. Did I catch the fives? Looking at my data, all right? I'm looking at my data here. Yeah, I caught the fives. Did I catch the sixes? Yep, I caught the sixes. Did I catch the sevens? Yep, I caught the sevens. So what percentage is that? That'll be
75%.
I like it. I think that's right. What do I have here? 0.12 plus 0.13 plus 0.5 is 75%. Might the data be normal? Does anyone know how to answer that question? If it was normal, what percent would be within one step? Do you remember?
Is it 68?
Yes. And that's 75. And another big thing is, look at the distribution. Does that look normal? Where's the peak of the distribution? Where's the highest point of this? Isn't it at 7? At the end? And where's the peak supposed to be? If it was normal, the peak's supposed to be in the middle. So you can answer that question two different ways. You can say the peak ain't in the middle, boy, so it ain't normal. Or you can say 75%, not 68%. All right. So with our little compromise earlier, we did a couple more problems. So you could do some more of this if you want to. Your first priority should be finishing up homework. Actually, your first priority should be doing that quiz today. I'm gonna go. I set it to unlock at 3:20, so I'm gonna make it unlock now in case anyone wants to start on it now. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, you are free to go. Isn't that insane? There they go. All right, let me, oh, this is, I see, okay. 250, there we go. So this will unlock at 250.
Oh, teacher, I
Yes.
have a question.
Yes.
On letter D,
Yes.
so the answer is the data is not normal.
That's right.
Oh, because 75 is greater than 68.
Yeah, and actually a little more importantly, you can tell that the highest point is not in the middle. It's at,
Oh,
yeah, that's a little more important than this, but this is not bad to say
Mhm.
that.
mhm. Oh, okay. Thank you.
You want? We have to have charts. Yes. I might attach them to the final also in case somebody doesn't have theirs. The z-score, the chi-square, and the t-score chart will be used on the final. We'll see if I remember, and maybe I'll throw them on at the end of the final. So you guys have them. We still have Monday too. We still have Monday class, so, you know. Everybody all right? I'm gonna head out if I don't see questions. Oh, I did not know that. That's neat. Which song? I sang so many songs today. Oh, okay, cool. I like that. I gotta look that up. All right. I'll see you guys later.